For nearly 20 years, Green Boots was a creepy landmark near the summit of Everest. No, it's not a monument or some kind of art piece. It's the body of a person who died while climbing. Every climber ascending the north face had to pass by this body, which made Green Boots possibly the most famous corpse on Everest. This person was one of 8 climbers whose lives were claimed by a blizzard in May 1996. And the story of the Green Boots is not the only one. On Everest, there are hundreds of scattered bodies. If you, God forbid, were to go to Everest and die, your body wouldn't be retrieved. So why do people leave their relatives' dead bodies up there? And how does Everest cause all these deaths? Why has the Nepalese government not banned climbing this perilous mountain until now? I'll explain in more detail. Hit the like button and subscribe, and let's dive in. Every year, thousands of people from around the world come to Everest in hopes of conquering the most famous peak in the world. And not just the most famous, but also the highest. Everest's height above sea level is 29,000 feet. Not everyone manages to achieve this feat and come back alive, or even just come back. On October 2, 1979, German climber Hannelore Schmatz died while descending from the summit via the south route. Her body remained on the mountain for years, frozen in a sitting position, leaning against a backpack, with open eyes and hair blowing in the wind. Very creepy scene. Maybe that's why people tried to get Hannelore down from the mountain. 2 Nepali climbers, Police Inspector Yogendra Bahadur Thapa and his guide Ong Dorje, died on October 24, 1984, during a Nepalese police expedition to recover Hannelore's body. Despite being experienced climbers, they couldn't complete the task. As of today, more than 340 people have died trying to reach the summit of Everest or return from it. And that's just the ones we definitely know about. In 2015, a study was done, and they estimated that there are more than 200 bodies on the mountain. It sounds like Everest is ready to kill anyone. There are more than 10 common causes of death on Everest. In first place are avalanches. They've claimed the lives of at least 77 people. In second place in this grim ranking are falls. They've killed 71 people. And finally, altitude sickness. It's claimed the lives of at least 36 climbers. The human body can't function normally at high altitudes due to hypoxia or oxygen deprivation. This impairs the function of all organs and can lead to severe sickness, loss of consciousness, and even death. Retrieving bodies from Everest is extremely difficult due to the high altitude, dangerous conditions, and high cost involved. Most deaths happen in the section of the mountain above 25,900 feet, known as the death zone. In the death zone, wind speeds often exceed 62 miles per hour. Moreover, some bodies are hidden under the snow, while others lie in deep crevasses. Climbers fall into them during ascents, or the wind drags them there after death. Also, to bring down the body of the deceased will require thousands of dollars. Many people just can't afford to retrieve the bodies of their relatives who died in the mountains. To lower a body from a height of 26,000 feet requires 12 people, each of whom needs 4 oxygen tanks. Each tank costs more than $400, meaning the total cost for oxygen alone will be approximately $20,000. The whole cost of a rescue mission in 2024 ranges from $75,000 to $80,000 per body. At high altitudes, a person's ability to handle heavy loads significantly decreases. For example, a body that typically weighs 175 pounds can weigh up to 330 pounds if frozen and dug out with the surrounding ice. Consequently, transporting one body can require up to 8 rescuers. There is some unexpected but good news. The Nepalese government has started gradually removing bodies from Everest and allocated $37,400 for each body retrieval. The cleanup campaign began in 2019, and from 2019 until now, 9 unidentified bodies have been lowered from the mountain. It's a very tiny number compared with the hundreds of bodies on the mountain. But why did the Nepalese government suddenly show caring and start taking the bodies away? The Nepali authorities say it's necessary as the bodies are piling up, and this may affect the visitors' desire to experience mountain climbing. But the most important question, if people regularly die on Everest, and it's so hard to remove them, why not just ban climbs? Well, first of all, they don't let just anyone up the mountain. Before climbing, people go through a medical checkup and special preliminary training. And secondly, it's just very profitable. Everest brings Nepal tens of millions of dollars. Just think, an expedition to Everest costs a climber over $200,000. This covers the permit, transportation, climbing guides, oxygen tanks, tents, and communication equipment. Who wouldn't want to make such a profit? Would you spend a significant amount of money to embark on an adventure that might put your life at risk? Let me know your thoughts below in the comments. I think you owe me a like. Go on, don't be lazy. See you very soon with a new episode.